know which one of you fucking insane people thought that when I put driving test practice in the fucking thing, you somehow thought I was gonna put a camera in our car and fucking drive around and shit. No, I mean the written test, you fucking idiots. You fucking morons. You lost your fucking minds. You lost your fucking minds? So in BC, you do the following shit. You walk up to an insurance office and you're like, I don't know how to drive. And then they hand you a book. And then they say, read this book. And you go, okay. And then you set up an appointment like a week or two later. And then you go do a test. And they're like, you're not too dumb to drive. And then they give you a L. And then they're like, you can drive, but somebody cool has to drive with you. And you're like, okay. Right? And then after a year, so I don't know how I don't know what the lettering is in other provinces, but in or the states, but in BC, yeah, it's a book, man. Daku, it's like a 175-page book. Teaches you. You know what? Hold that thought. Hold that thought.
Let's go.
And I'm back. Hey. So, here's my book. It's how do car now. And it includes wonderful tips such as, let me go It usually takes you 25 minutes to drive across town to the garage. When you leave home, it's 8:45 a.m. To make matters worse, the traffic is heavy, slowing you down even more. You find yourself swearing under your breath, and you're getting angrier about what your roommate said. You get so frustrated that you notice you're having trouble concentrating on your driving. Do you focus on your driving or focus on the argument? And it's got a little picture of it's blown out a little bit. You got a little picture here of, oh, I'm so mad. I'm going to focus on the argument. Oh yeah, here's a diagram of how to know exactly how to hit a cyclist. Anyway, so I'm about halfway through this. Started reading it this morning. So I have to learn how to drive for a multitude of reasons. Here are the top 3 reasons I need to learn how to drive. 1, Paige does all the driving, and thus, when she's frustrated and has to drive somewhere that she wishes I would just drive, she's like, why don't you learn to drive, you fucking pussy? And I'm like, The second of which is, if there's some kind of emergency and it's just me and the baby, it would probably be helpful if I could take the baby to the hospital, right? And number 3, and this is the best one. This is the best one. The best one. Which is when I explain, oh yeah, I don't have my license. In Vancouver, people just assume, because I look like an older guy, that I've had too many DUIs. Like that's the base assumption. We've had this conversation like 5 times. And I'm like, oh man, that's not good. That's bad. It's not just Vancouver? All right, well, Paige, I'm not going to stop drinking. No. Well, in Montreal, that never happened because nobody had their license in Montreal. So that's my frame of reference, right? So in order to protect baby, keep my wife from calling me a pussy, and so that everyone doesn't think I'm an incorrigible drunk, I'm learning how to car. Now, listen, if you're an incorrigible drunk and that stops you from driving, at the very least, don't drive. Unless you can corrigible your drunkenness. That's my advice. Stop drinking. Unless, of course, you're absolutely certain that you don't have a problem. A redneck ranger asked, Pat, how'd you get around before I met Paige? Took the metro. There's probably at least one person who lives in Montreal in the chat right now, up here. There was literally no reason for me to ever have a car. Ever. For like 15 years. At all. Just use the metro. That's it. That sounds so lovely. I mean, hilarious that Uber wants to stop giving rides to drunks. I remember me and one of my exes and a friend of ours almost escalating to physical violence with a taxi driver because a friend of ours had gotten too drunk at a party and she needed to go home. And the taxi driver was like, I don't want this drunk bitch in my car. She might throw up. I'm like, this is literally the reason that you are picking up fares at 2 a.m. This is your only reason to exist. Like, what fares are you picking up at 2 a.m. that aren't drunks? Why are you even on the road? Baffling. Baffling. What, they expect me to get in like this and be like, oh, hello, taxi man. Whew, I'm very sleepy. I would like to go home and put my sleeping cap on. Stupid. And it's one of those things. It's like, I don't know if you guys have ever had to encounter this situation, but you know when you're like, I need to do the right thing so I can sleep at night, right? You're like, I'm very mad about this situation, but I need to do the right thing. But like, you're getting like madder and madder and madder about how much work it is for somebody that you're essentially cleaning up their mess. So we're like, hey, girl, don't drink so much. You're gonna get sick. Nah, it's fine. And you're like, and then now you're carrying like a comatose, rude person, and trying to arrange for them to get home safe. And you're running all these problems, and you're like, oh man, I really don't even want to do this. This is way too much work for a problem that I didn't cause. But you got to do it, or else you're a bad person. That doesn't mean you have to be. You can't be frustrated. Was your ex girlfriend Marge Simpson? No, that's just a generic female voice that I invented just now. You know, females. Ah, that's the noise. But yeah, Vancouver's not Montreal. I need to know how to drive. By the way, I don't know. I'll talk about this on the podcast. Do you motherfuckers know about the White Spot? The White Spot. It's a restaurant in British Columbia. It's pretty good. It's called the White Spot. And I was like, wow, this place was great. We really enjoyed eating here. I wonder what it's named after. Oh, it's named after an LA restaurant called the White Spot. Well, why was the LA restaurant called the White Spot? Oh, it was called the White Spot because LA was known as the Great White Spot of America, free of communism and minorities. Keep the white spot white. And I'm like, it's good though. Yeah. It's good. I can't fucking believe they didn't change the name. Place is over 100 fucking years old. They had over 100 fucking years to change the name. History or some shit. I don't know. So, like, the way that I was looking at, this book is going to end up being a great problem. I was like, surely it can't be what I thought. Oh, yeah, no, it's because of... Oh, yeah, for the whites. It is the location for the whites to dine. Yes. And of course, the irony upon reading this and looking it up was that our waiter was Portuguese. The lady at the front of house was Indian or Bengali. Half the customers were Asian. There was a native couple in the back. Like, I was the whitest person in the white spot. It was me. And Paige and the baby, yeah. Oh, man. Oh, BC, huh? This is one of those things where you're like, man, Portland's so fucking progressive. It'd make you forget that the genesis of the city of Portland was as a escape location from black people. And you're like, surely, Pat, you're full of shit. No, it is. That's the reason why Portland exists. It was an empty spot that you could escape from black people to. Oh, yeah, sorry. The whole state. My bad. The whole state, yeah. That was the dream of the 90s, Marvel. The dream of the 90s was alive in Portland. I feel like the podcast is just going to escalate and escalate and escalate until Wooly and I are like just throwing our hands out like this going, black people, or some shit. And that's going to be our big break. Yeah, escalate, Pat, escalate. That's right. For the longest time, I thought Minority Report was a news segment on Fox. I think Minority Report's a really funny movie because, like, every single person in that movie is white. And then you have, like, a subdivision of magic whites, which are even whiter because they live in white goo. So how to car. You know what's funny about learning how to car? Like, really funny? The sign page. So I'm a potential new driver, but I'm 38. Right? I have never in my entire fucking life seen this fucking sign. I don't know if you could tell that. I'm going to fix the exposure on this. Hold on. Yeah, hold on. I've never in my life seen a fucking remove sunglasses sign in my entire fucking life. Not once. Not fucking once. What else we got in here? There's all sorts of stupid shit in this thing. I'm also discovering the joys of make sure to keep within posted speed limits. And then you turn the page and it's like, unless somebody's going really fast and you're obstructing the flow of traffic, speeding is risky, but it's safer than obstructing the flow of traffic. But stay within posted limits. I used to live in Montreal. I don't think there is a single street in the entire city that the fucking speed limits are actually like maintained. Like there's a road called the 401. Anybody who lives in Eastern Canada would know about the 401. 401 is the highway between Montreal and Toronto. It has a posted limit of 100K. Yeah, maybe if you're drunk, like it's 120 minimum. Minimum. Also, let me see if I can find it. I was going through the British Columbia rules for U-turns. Oh my God. Oh, here it is. All right, so get this. Here's when you cannot do a U-turn in British Columbia. Are you ready? If it would interfere with other traffic, okay, on any curved street, on or near the crest of a hill, where you can't be seen by other cars within 150 meters, where a sign would prohibit a U-turn, at an intersection with any traffic light, in a business district, except at an intersection where there is no traffic light, and my personal favorite, where a municipal bylaw prohibits making a U-turn. That's my favorite. How the fuck? How would I know? How the fuck would you know? Also, those laws don't apply to reservations because they have their own traffic laws. Which may or may not be different. They're probably the same. Well, maybe they're not. How many are out in BC? There's a couple. I don't remember any of their names, but I'm just gonna never do a U-turn. Yeah, dude, it's Rat Man. Like literally, what I read out of that was, if you can see anyone, don't do a U-turn. Like, that seems to be the rule. Can you see even one human being? Don't do it. Just don't do it. Fun fact, it's illegal to drive without shoes in Kentucky. Fun fact, it's the same in BC. Have to have shoes on of some kind. It's for safety. It's for safety. Who drives barefoot? Barefoot legal. Let me see if I can get the car seat law. That's my favorite one. You in my vehicle. Heater, defroster. Nah. Be a thinking driver. No. No, come on. I want the car seat and whatnot laws. Well, I can't find it. Well, regardless, in British Columbia, you are expected to be in a booster seat until you are over 4'9". Bro, I would have been like 14 before I had to stop using a booster seat. That's you can't expect fucking teenagers to sit in a booster seat. You can't like, that's fucked up. And you're like, it's not safe. It's not safe for their social life. You can't do it to them. It's fucked up. It's fucked up. I stopped sitting in a booster seat when I was like, I don't know, like 6 or 7. I don't know. Whenever it would be fucking cringe for me to keep sitting in them. Driving man, don't you understand? Don't you understand? It's cringe. Listen, man, I know I didn't check my blind spot with a shoulder check, but it would have been cringe. It would have been cringe. Seatbelts are cringe? Nah, seatbelts are cool, bro. Because there's nothing cooler than safety. That being said, do I have to learn the hand turn signals? I mean, I still remember the hand turn signals from when I learned them when I was biking, which is like all the way out for left turn and up for right turn. So here's the thing. You know what? I'm going to be honest. I don't believe in seatbelt laws. Just don't believe in them. Don't believe in them at all. Don't believe in them. I mean, like, if you're dumb enough to not wear a seatbelt, good for you. Enjoy your flight. You become a projectile that can hurt others? You're right. That's why we should make windshields really strong. Really strong. So strong that no one could ever be a projectile out of their windshield. No, I just like when I think about people who are like, I'm gonna do what I want. I don't care. It's unsafe, and I'm like, I don't care if anything happens to you. Then that's just kind of how I feel. Like guy who's like, I'm not afraid of no fucking gators getting eaten by an alligator. Like, I don't give a shit. Why would I give a fuck? Then teenagers won't wear seatbelts out of peer pressure when driving together. My kid will. Because I am also a source of peer pressure. Because I will be the same size as his friends. And I'll be like, hey, how do you do, fellow Pat Jr.? Seatbelts are cool. That's what Sonic says. I find a weirdly disproportionate amount of this book is here's how to drive good. By the way, assume everyone on the road is insane. And I think back to conversations I had with my dad, and I'm like wondering why he didn't take more time to teach me driving. And because as a 15, 16-year-old, I was like, well, if I follow all the rules of the road properly, then I don't have to worry about other cars because they should just follow the rules. And if they don't, then that's their problem. I don't care about them. And I was like, and now I look back on that and I'm like, I'm still right. I am still correct. But unfortunately, mm. Yeah, my decapitated head flying through the air after being sideswiped by a drunk driver. Me going, well, I didn't make any driving errors. What a maroon. Oh, I bet they feel silly. Oh, drunk drivers. Oh, don't like them. Don't do it. Don't drive inebriated. Don't do it. It's bad for you. It's bad for everybody. And you know what? Don't walk down the sidewalk drunk either. Just stay where you are. You know what? You know what? One of the wildest things I found out in this book is, it is illegal to smoke in the car if there's anyone under the age of 16. I had to look up when that happened. That happened in 2008. And and I think back and I'm like, I'm so it's one of the things, like, I love my mom and dad so much. I would probably, if it came up, I would probably fight them on it now. Because my parents would chain smoke in the winter with the windows up, and you couldn't roll the windows down because it was too cold. And they would smoke like multiple packs of cigarettes in the car on a trip. And me and my brother and my sister were like, ugh, ugh, and like trying not to vomit. Blue Dude says, wild how my asthma vanished after they banned public smoking. I had asthma so bad I had to have an inhaler and a daily inhaler of steroids. And it's weird. When my dad quit smoking and my mom cut back, my asthma just disappeared. It was a miracle. Okay, Rubbish Bin. He knows what I'm talking about. Albuterol and Ventolin taste delicious. Oh, man. Oh, yeah. I love it. Delicious. I love it. When I went to high school and I was in grade 8, my French teacher took me aside after like a couple of classes. It was like, Patrick, I need to talk to you. You are 13. You cannot be smoking. And I'm like, I don't smoke. And I'm like, and he looked at me like he didn't believe me. And he's like, and he's told me I can smell cigarettes on your breath. And I went, I don't smoke. My mom and dad smoke. And I was like, and that's when I realized that I smelled like shit. Like I must have reeked of cigarette smoke. Oh. And there's nothing you can do about it. There's nothing you can do about it because you wash your clothes, but you're washing them inside a house that is chain smoking at all hours. So they just immediately absorb the smell back in. Is secondhand smoke worse? Get this. In some cases, secondhand smoke is worse for you than smoke. Also, I think Quebec figured this out. There is such a thing as third-hand cigarette smoke. Third-hand cigarette smoke is chain smokers die and people move in to the apartments and homes that they lived in, and there is so much fucking shit on the walls that it can get into your skin. Oh. Anyway, don't smoke in the car with babies. You know what got my dad to quit smoking for real? I will die by this. Is when well, his doctor told him he was going to die, but I mean that's part of it, right? But when we went to when the smoking ban started to come into partial effect, and so they had to have smoking and non-smoking sections. And then people realized that was bullshit because smoke is air. And the Tim Hortons near our house had a full-sized plastic divider straight down the middle of the entire restaurant to divide the smoking and non-smoking sections. And the smoking section looked like hell. It looked like hell. Like you would open the door and it would fucking it would waft out, and the plastic was yellowed and tarred up, and everyone in there looked like fucking death. And oh man. It did so much to deter smoking because you didn't want to go in there. That and wintertime having to go outside for your smoke break in the freezing cold in your regular work clothes, huddling around a fucking like in a semicircle looking like a bunch of homeless freaks so you can get your puff. Awful. Like, shameful. Oh. You know what really annoys me about cigarette smoke the most? By far, is that it sucks. Is that I was surrounded by people who smoked for my whole life and they all hated it. Like they weren't even, they didn't feel good and they didn't get high. Like my dad would be like, "Oh, weed's terrible for you. It can kill you, blah, blah, blah." I'm like, I have friends that smoke weed and they have a great time. Dad, you look miserable. Like I've gotten drunk before. Whee! You know? Anyway, smoking is bad. My brother picked up smoking, and every single person in my family was in awe that he was stupid enough to start smoking after watching like my mom, his dad, his mom, and his stepmom all hooked on cigarettes. He was like, "Yeah, let's do it." Okay. And then you, like if your relative is smoking enough, they got to roll down. The only time they're going to roll down the window for the car is when they go and toss their massive smoke loogies into the dirt. Social smoking was a huge thing. Oh yeah, it's so attractive when you have to fucking spit a massive gob of black phlegm outside. Oh, hot. I never understood people who were like, bro, when girls smoke, it's so hot. Yes, I also like it when women smell like shit. Hey, Sanji, maybe people would like you more and you'd be a better cook if you didn't, I don't know, smell like shit. Anyway, there's my rant. Stop smoking. I was recently talking to a guy who was like, "Yeah, I'm 7 years sober." And I'm like, "Good for you, man." I was like, "Well, we all have our vices. Wonder what mine is." Um, but I just got a little chunky. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. A little bit. All right. I'll forever assume that Sanji is smoking marijuana. That's why he's a good chef. It doesn't really make a lot of sense the chef would be addicted to tobacco. The weirder thing, I feel like the most likely thing that Sanji is addicted to is meth or cocaine. Chefs love cocaine. They love cocaine. Yes, the rates of drug addiction in a kitchen are high. I saw some like post somewhere that was something along the lines of, uh, if if you're working front of house, I expect you to have a good personality and a friendly demeanor. If you're waiting tables, I expect you to be fast and have a good memory. And if you're working in the kitchen, I expect you to have only done a small bit of jail. Just a little. Just a little bit of jail. Nothing big. Yeah, all right, let's thank some people and learn how to drive. So, for clarification, in British Columbia, somebody was like, "Hey, man, make sure not to do the any online tests about driving. It'll fuck you over." Well, in British Columbia, the same organization that wrote this book puts practice tests that are written by the same people who make the driving test. So that's kind of the good one. Pat, I can't read books. I can read books. By the way, I should mention, so you get your L, which is your learners, and then in BC, you get your novice, which means you get your N pass. You get your N license. You stick a big fat N on the back of your car. So the process is I take the learner's written test, and I do my and they go, "You're not dumb. You can learn how to drive." Then they give me my learner's permit. My learner's permit allows me to drive a car, assuming somebody cool is with me. And then a year after I get the learners, and I've done 50 hours of driving lessons, I can take my novice permit. And then I can drive by myself, but still got restrictions. And then a year after that, I can be a real boy. So minimum 2 years for a full license. But the novice pass lets you drive by yourself. You just have passenger limits, and you can't drive between 5 a.m. Midnight and 5 a.m. So the novice pass is the one that actually really matters. So you highways, yeah, the only things are a passenger limit and hours of driving. All right. Valderick kicked in a sub. Thanks, Valderick. Saren got me into Mahjong. There's no hope for me. Pet babies while Richie my mans until I sumo. Yeah. Doc Ock Rock and Xenio Plate sub. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. Frost Quill sub. Thanks, Frost. Hey, Pat, you got me. Oh, hold on a sec. Shout out to parents who were willing to lie about hours of driving as long as I didn't fuck it up. See, here in BC, it has to be hours of supervised driving, i.e., licensed, paid hours of driving lessons from a professional instructor. You're supposed to have, family, friend, or whatever driving in addition, but you must have a legit driving man or drivey lady tell you for 50 hours that you're doing a bad job. It's really strict? Not really. It takes a year. It's one driving lesson a week, or if it's a 90-minute lesson, one driving lesson for 40 weeks or something. And it takes a year, so you just do it in your year. Two to 6 months in the U.S. I mean, you don't need to learn how to drive if you got a gun in your glove box, I guess. Frost Quill kicked in a sub. Thanks, Frost. Hey, Pat, you got me in a 14, and your last stream on Nikkei got me playing it as well. The game's a lot more fun than I was expecting. Thanks for all the years of great streams. I thank you. I was watching, it was on Mecha D's YouTube channel last night looking at FF14 soundtrack stuff. And I was like having this like, oh man, I have a lot of emotions whenever I like look at those old songs. I hear Dragon Song and I'm like, oh, that's when my friend had a baby. And we had to stop doing Nidhogg EX for 2-3 weeks. She had to go to the hospital and have a baby. And suddenly Nidhogg EX didn't seem that important at the time. McScrunky sub. Thanks, man. Thanks for streams and keeping the good times rolling. That's me. Keeping it real out here. Neryl subbed. Says, thanks, streamer. You're quite welcome, Neryl. Spider-Man kicked in a sub. Exciting to see driving practice, but where's your baby on board sticker? Yeah, we should probably get those. Should probably get one. Cincinnati sub. Dan, 9 months already. Thanks for the streams, Pat, and good luck with getting your license. I actually got mine 11 months ago, so it's going to be interesting to see if it differs from the ones in the States. It will. It will. Like, there's no line about when the policeman pulls you over, make sure to put your guns away. I overused it. I said guns too many times. I'm sorry, Americans. Don't shoot me. So here's the thing. So Paige is my the resident American in the house, obviously. And the number one thing she talks about in terms of driving Canada versus the US, which is that the roads in the United States are awful. And she is remarkably impressed by nearly every road she goes anywhere on. And I'm like, this road's shit. And she's like, you don't know what you're talking about. Does Gowron count as American? Of course not. Maybe in his heart, you know, but not actually. Arcpronimus kicked in a sub. Thanks, man. Oh, shit. 5 whole years. Thanks for all the content, Pat. Keep on keeping on. Thanks, man. Yeah, no, the baby isn't American. Like, well, I mean, he's North American. But yeah, no, it would be highly cringe of the baby to go around telling people he was American despite only having a parent that was from the States and the baby had never lived in the United States at any point. That would be embarrassing. Lil Dash OTS kicked in a sub. Good luck getting your license. They got a similar 5-hour course, insurance discount for safe driving, defensive stuff. Wait, hold on a second. Hold on. I don't know. I don't know. I gonna do the written test. How car? Major Crasher kicked us up. Thanks, Major Crasher. Appreciate it. How car. Professional Witch Burner kicked in a sub. Thank you. It's kind of funny how Nikkei, of all things, managed to avoid the weird lolly sexualization. Do I even want to keep reading this? Sure. All of the lolly characters tend to be covered up modestly, are grannies getting their youth back to be with their dog, or have the jiggles be on their pet penguin instead of them. Kudos? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Professional Witchburner gifted 2 more subs. Thanks, Witchburner. Appreciate it. Erie kicked in $5. Thanks, Erie. The resident homogeneous of the chat. Official Japanese Street Fighter Twitter posted Akuma's modern control demon to dunk on a single playtester, Aita, who claimed that it was done with 1 button. Wake up drive reversal is punished by all command grabs and jab into medium. Okay, I don't know what that last part means. But it is cool that modern control raging demon is not 1 button. Pat, do you have a hard time seeing bad stuff happen to kids in movies and games that now you're a dad? I didn't like that before. So like it's barely any different. You distinctly remember me talking about fighting kids? Yeah, when I was a child. That's different. What about the murdering child who was shot? Oh, he was evil. And I like Kyle MacLachlan as an actor. He's great. That kid was so evil. Listen, man. All I'm saying is that if my boy is playing at the playground and some kid pushes him over, I have a clean criminal record. So what if the kid's taller? I'll get a ladder. Anthrometal sub says curb stomp the drunks. Curb stomp the drunks. Got it. Don't fight anyone. That's not good to do. Unfunny TV kicked in a sub. Says love you, Pat. Do your best. You the best. Thanks, man. Hey, I need to reiterate. Despite any goofs and or gaffes and or jokes we make on this channel, I will never, ever tell any of you to break the law because that's wrong. Don't do it. Don't do it. You know, I actually saw a really good piece of advice recently from like an older mom on TikTok who was like, she would tell her kids, don't break the law while you're breaking the law. She's like, if you're gonna drink underage, don't also trespass. You know, something like that. Cause if you're gonna drive high on drugs, don't also speed. Cause crimes multiply on each other. Am I gonna get the automatic or manual license? Oh, automatic. Oh, manual cars are stupid. We've moved past manual cars. It's dumb. Why move the stick why do the stick when the car do it for me? Uh Kai9 kicked in $5. Thanks, Kai9. Wait, are you going to be playing phone games while taking your driving test? I haven't had to get my license renewed in a while, but I'm pretty sure that's not allowed still. I mean, I gotta get real good at using the goon button in Nikkei so I can get my dailies out while failing my driving test. Ken Toshiro says the car nerds will seethe about not doing manual, but they're wrong. It's not the 80s anymore. There's no benefit to a manual unless you're driving a racing car. There is a benefit to driving a manual. It is, you do have more control over your car. You can do some zany shit with your car with the gears. And I think you get better gas mileage. And these are all benefits. Unless you live in any urban area at all. Which most people do. So, like, my dad loves driving a manual car, but he lives close to the center of town in Montreal now, and he refuses to drive manual out there because you're just fucking shifting from first to second gear to stopped over and over and over, and it just sucks every time you hit a street light. Grimshaw sub. Thanks, Grimshaw. Appreciate it. Kai9 kicked in $5. Thank you. Driving sims are funny because I can confidently attest that even with my license, playing lots of Forza 4 helped me avoid an accident when I was driving. I started skidding on ice on a mountain road about 3 years ago. Oh, that's cool. That is cool. I like that. I've played racing games before. My driving test should be a cinch. Amcha and Odds Logic sub. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. Dead Judder sub to say yo. Yo. Hello. The Word of Helix sub. Thank you. Just had to retake my driving test at 35 last week. Have you gotten to watch any of the safety videos yet? Ours, oh, I don't have any safety videos to watch. Ours were hilariously outdated. Like everyone was frosted tips and flip phones. Good luck. Thank you. Yeah, I don't have any safety videos to watch. Literally everything I need to know to drive is in this book. That's all I need. That's it. Livlin sub. Thank you. So did Tron. Thanks, guys. Chosington sub. Says Pat at risk. Nah, I'm good. Pat, the written test is multiple choice. I know. Well, I'm well enough. I know. The post office made us watch an hour and a half of children being run over. What does that even teach you? You know, so you don't hit the child with a mail truck, but wouldn't like teaching you pro tips about driving be better? I don't know. History Nerd 97 sub. Thanks, man. But Tiny Man needs big seat for safety. Shut up. I don't care. Blastio Boots kicked in $5. Thank you. My driving school took the scare them straight style of teaching. One of the posters on the wall showed a baby with wings, says babies can fly, but in the distance background was a shattered windshield, and the bottom said once. So this kind of goes into like a parenting thing, in that there is a general argument over teaching kids about the real world and how the real world works, and the real world won't coddle people, and that kind of attitude extends out into like terrify people with trauma, and that'll make them so scared they'll perform well. And that works like really well for like the extreme immediate future. And then it stops to work in any situation, any time distance away from the thing you're talking about. The best that I can discover and read up on is that supporting people in general, rather than trying to teach them about the harsh realities of the world, increases their personal resilience and allows them to deal with problems better later. Like, building confidence is more valuable in the long term. Yeah, Blastio Boots, chill, man. Like, your words do not affect Pat, but still though, chill. No one can give Pat anxiety. Only Pat. Only Pat can give anxiety. And he's good at it. And Subnautica. Yeah, you're right. And Subnautica. Trachazoid. Bad. Oh no! That was real steel? Oh no! Real steel, I'm sorry, I missed! The chat was going too fast! I'm gonna drive really good. Oh no. Axologic sub, thanks Axologic. Seeing Xbox slightly off the edge gives you anxiety? Oh, I'm sorry about that. Let me just make sure that it's significantly off the edge. That's probably as far as it can go. Hold on, how is far? Let's find out what the limit is. Oh, wow. Wow, that can really go. Oh, there it is. Okay. Okay, that's the maximum. Wow. All right, we'll just see. It's fine. Yeah, I don't know what the big deal is. Every screen's an Xbox. GLG Zephyr subbed. Honkai Impact 3rd was the beginning of my gacha curse. Fun once you get past the menus, but boy, those menus. Well, we'll find out shortly. Siren 86 sub. Thanks, Siren. Alphonse's best sub. I'm doing my theory driving test literally tomorrow. This could not have come at a more perfect time. Lamau. Alphonse, you're in the chat. What province or state do you live in? Or country? You're not all from America. You're not all from America town. UK? Oh, well then. Don't worry about it. Every UK driving manual reads thusly. Aim for the Irish. Got it. You know that's why the British invented cars, right? I think my favorite thing about that joke is they didn't invent cars at all. And I don't care. Big Yano kicked in a sub to say fart. Thanks, man. Not soy subbed. How a car went tiny? I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out. So Tetsu sub. Thanks, man. I just started rewatching TNG and Gowron just showed up. Thanks for making me picture a baby you as Klingon every time he shows up on screen. Also, driving sucks, but good luck. That's really funny. That's really funny. I love that. The Admiral and sub. Thank you, man. Almost 2 years now. I'd recommend checking out Snowbreak sometime. It's got a good PC client. They're middle of rewriting all the early stuff to match the new tone. That is cool. Huh. Darion 7070 sub. Thank you. Shrook says, Pat, I don't know if Slice and Dice was recommended for phone games, but it's my favorite. It's also on Steam. You mean this? Dalmic subbed. Thanks, Dalmic. Appreciate it. Ligma Malominsa kicked in $5. Thanks, Ligma. Ligma says, remember that time Data became possessed by a styrofoam mask and attempted to perform an Aztec ritualistic sacrifice on the crew? Not only do I remember that episode, I can tell you the name of that episode is Masks. That is up there for my most hated Star Trek episode ever. I think my most hated Star Trek episode ever, which I can't remember the title of it, is when Picard has to explain to Wesley why they need to steal the planet away from the Native Americans again. It's a Wesley episode. Everyone in that episode is a massive hypocrite. Hold on. I can just type it in Google. Star Trek episode where Picard steals the planet from the Native Americans. Journey's End. 172nd episode. It is the 20th episode of the 7th season. Federation has agreed to turn several colonized planets over to the Cardassians as part of a long negotiated treaty. The Enterprise, among other Starfleet ships, is assigned the task of relocating these Federation colonists. Admiral Nechayev warns Captain Picard that the colonists of Dorvan 5 are Puebloan settlers that want to create a new home for their culture, and Picard is to remove them by any means necessary. Blah 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 blah. What year is this? This is 1990. It's also where Wesley turns into like a magic man. It's terrible. It's god awful. Why do they designate planets by race? They don't. It's actually a Native American group that specifically wanted to colonize a new planet for the express purpose of being left alone by the Federation government because they're so sick of the historical precedent of their land being stolen. And Picard walks in and goes, hey, by the way, And every single fucking thing that Picard says in the whole episode is a total hypocrite nonsense reversal of his character. It's so bad. It's bad. Oh, it's terrible. Mega Man Sentinel asks, why do people like this show again? I can give you the really long answer, which I won't. But instead, I will give you the answer is that good sci-fi is like playing Russian roulette. When you win, it might be the best moment of your whole life. And when you lose, it's the worst thing that's ever happened. When you have a good sci-fi setting, you have a setting in which the writers can write any story with no rules. And what you get is the wildest variation of quality of anything you could ever imagine. They'll shoot for the moon and they'll hit it. And then next week you're like, this might be the worst episode of television I have ever seen in my entire life. I make fun of Doctor Who all the time? Yeah. Why would I not? Careful there, Amy. The angels are going to get you because, oh, I'm the doctor. Oh, no. Oh, the statues are moving. It's so cheap. Doctor Who is also an example of that. So I think the problem with Doctor Who is that because it is British, whenever somebody shows you, dude, this is like a really good episode of Doctor Who, it's a bunch of British people dancing around it with their doilies and their tea, and you're like, like, oh, those Daleks, ooh, scary. Oh, this trash can with a plunger, oh, is gonna get me. Eager007 kicked in a sub. Thanks, man. I think so here's a controversial take. Are you ready? Are you ready for this? I think that you can judge the quality of literally every single fictional thing that has ever existed based on how willing you would be to talk to somebody who's way too into it. Because if I had to go to England and sit between some bitch up head to toe in Hufflepuff shit, and on my right is somebody writing Doctor Who-lock fan fiction, I'm just gonna fucking throw myself in the Thames and kill myself. Don't you like Star Wars? Not really. I like Star Wars and Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi. I think those are fun movies. Altesian Rise, thanks, man. I'm a drivey boy from a drivey gang. Pop taught me how to drive by slamming quarters into NASCAR arcade machine before I could get behind the wheel. All in all, was worth it. That sounds cool, man. What's Super Hulock? Asks Eros215. Why, you see, that's the Tumblr combination of the Supernatural, Doctor Who, and Sherlock fandoms. And don't you worry, gang, that secret third season of Sherlock that saves it from being a complete waste of everyone's time. It's coming. It's coming. Don't worry. Sorry, fourth season. My mistake. Did I see Supernatural's ending? No, I didn't see. How? Why? Why? Why would you think I had seen Supernatural's ending? All I know about Supernatural is that it has the guy in it that looked like a normal guy, and then he went onto The Boys and grew a beard and became an extremely hot guy. He was always hot. He is much hotter with a beard. Oh, you guys don't know about Teaboos? Oh yeah, that's a thing. That's totally a thing. Yeah, Teaboos are the worst. They are the worst. It's like a weeaboo, but England. What's the French version? Being Japanese. You know there's a goddamn name for it? It's called Paris syndrome. It's a disease. Japanese tourists go to Paris and are so disappointed with France that they become ill. Oh my God. Mask of Michael kicked in a sub that I'm only going to read half of. I hope you understand, Mike. Man, that X-Men 90 shit, that X-Men shit is wild, ain't it? I bet by the end of the season, I'm not going to read that shit on here. But that'd be nuts. I don't think that's going to happen. Bridgewowda kicked in a sub. Thanks, man. Haven't got my permit recently. My brother has been going out of his way to let me use his SUV to practice driving. Even while on side streets, I know well it's scary as shit. Yeah, subs seem terrifying. There's guys around here in the area that we live that are doing suburban driving with Ford F-150s, which I have taken to calling the Child Annihilator 150. They parked them in a fucking house, and the truck bed is clean enough to eat off of. But I got a truck because I'm a man. Like, oh my God. Your dick is so small. Elias Skynoober kicked in a sub. Thanks, man. Hi, check out Rabbit and Steel, indie trading roguelike that's captivated me. It has a demo out right now, and it's coming out next week. I know about that game because Wooly and Min played it on Min's birthday stream. Nightmare Zero kicked in 147. Sorry, kicked in a sub. Thank you. Also, I have no desire to play a game that emulates FF14's battles because I play FF14. It's like, would you like to try this drink that emulates Monster? You say to me as I hold a Monster in my hand. Nanaki FF14 kicked in 500 bits. Thank you. Better ad for Snowbreak, third-person shooter on Steam. Runs like a PC game. Free new 5-star for logging in currently. Free 5-star! You know what? You know what, man? I will click on this button and look at what it looks like. Mm-hmm. That looks like some anime shit. Mm-hmm. Yes. Mm-hmm. 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 Anime. Yeah, I'll think about it. Dova Dude kicked in $5. Thanks, Dova. Pat, speaking of driving, this month I'm going to do my first solo road trip to a convention north of me. Remember to check mirrors and adjust beforehand. And if you're taking phone game recommends, check out the Battle Cats. Best luck, Pat. I'm not. I'm not taking recommends. But hey. Raging Inferno sub. Thanks, man. Kai9 kicked in $5. Thank you. Imagining a group of Japanese tourists in tears at the airport in Paris, throwing their steel case edition of Ratatouille into the trash as they board the plane back home. Oh no, it's like sickness. Paris syndrome is like mental anguish to the point of being like disabled level ill. It's like if you were an American and you found out that the American dream had died and that it was all a sham to get rich people richer. It's like that. Silas kicked in a sub. Funny, I just PS. Thank you. Coffee Kaiju kicked in a sub. Congratulations. Happy birthday, Pat. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. And Robotoken kicked in a sub. Thank you, Robotoken. My first time driving experience was weird. I got behind the wheel of a semi because my uncle is an owner and operator. Terrifying back then, but I look at it fondly. Still wouldn't want to drive one as a profession. That is a very strange first time experience driving anything. That's very weird, actually. Also, I see somebody recommending Arc Knights' music. Bro, I don't even have Spotify on my fucking phone anymore. I had Spotify on my phone and I was listening to the Alan Wake soundtrack. I was having a good time. And I was like, I don't know if I feel like I want to pay $5 a month or whatever the fuck it is for this. And then Spotify became the free version after the month. And I was like, oh, this is the worst program I've ever used in my entire fucking life. Holy fuck. Like, wow. And the clap, like the of it being so shit made me like, Going back to iPods? I don't know. Whenever I listen to music, unless I'm in complete privacy, I feel really nervous. So I tend not to listen to much music unless it's very late at night by myself. And even then, it's just stuff that I already know. I have had I feel it's silly that like I feel this cagey about it. I have had universally negative experiences talking about music for literally my entire life. Like literally every conversation I have ever had about music has been so negative that I look back on it and going, I wish I had not even listened to the music in the first place. Except talking with Paige. Paige is cool. Seabat? Oh no! I've had conversations about FF14's music. Oh, you mean I've had conversations about a part of the video game Final Fantasy 14? Like the last time, like genuinely, the last time I was like actively listening to new albums, I got into like a huge fight with a friend of mine because I told them I didn't like Random Access Memories, and I didn't think it was the very good. And they like it just escalated and escalated, and I was like, I just don't think it's that good. I didn't really enjoy listening to it. You prefer Discovery? Of course you do. And like I've mentioned that on stream, and people start busting out all caps in boos, and I'm like, why is this so intense? This isn't even when I go and like, oh man, your favorite video game is trash and you're stupid for liking Dynasty Warriors. It's literally like, yeah, I really didn't care for that album. It didn't do anything for me. And people lose their fucking minds like I kicked their baby. Like I don't get it. It's baffling. Like, God forbid you go anywhere with white women and you start making fun of the fact that the reason why Taylor Swift has so many fucking song lyrics about being in the back of the car is she doesn't know what being in the front of the car is like because she flies everywhere. Their fucking eyes will roll back and have fucking stigmata and come at you with their fucking Swifty vision. I got the red scarf in the back of the car and it's never gonna get back with you. Oh, fuck off. She's just like me for real. She's a fucking billionaire who dates men so she can break up with them for emotional fucking mining of their goddamn lyrics. You idiot. Anyway. Um Oh my god, she's just like me. I also had a bad breakup. Really? You had a bad breakup? Me too. I was making fun of Taylor Swift to Paige in the car, and I'm like, this bitch's songs sound like the pop version of the country Mad Libs about your truck and your dead dog and her brown eyes. And Paige informed me that that's because Taylor got her Taylor got her Swifty started in country music. That's like, oh my god. When am I getting my Swift? I don't know. Hey, resident fan sub. Thanks, man. So did Cedar Row, kicked in 500 bits, says, would you drive the Yakuza 4 Hummer limo? No, I would not. CVP kicked in a sub. Thanks, CVP. Hey, Pat, missed a few streams because I got a new job. When did you become a GoonTube? This will be the last of the phone game streams. I wanted to try out Honkai. That's the one that matters. Oh, so according to what I asked my uncle, who has a communications degree with a music specialization, the reason why people get so weird about it is because it's the medium that most passively consumed by most people, so they generate a sense of authority. Yeah, music people are either really chill or not, and most of them are not. Musicians seem chill. Oh, hey, stop recommending me bands. You recommending me a band immediately makes me want to never listen to it ever, because what's going to happen is I'll listen to the band, describe it, and if I do anything other than suck their dick down my ass, you're going to lose your mind and go crazy. Man, we should have gotten a second DJ Hero game because that soundtrack was incredible. Hey, we're going to have Daft Punk remix Grapevine like 4 times. Great, do it. Do it. Amazing. There was? Oh my god. Well, I didn't see it. Time to discuss Muse on the podcast. Oh, whatever. No. See. Peepo the Red Panda kicked in a sub. Thanks, Peepo. I appreciate it. And Eternal Jedi sub. Thanks, Eternal Jedi. Any thoughts on Drake versus Kendrick? I don't think I've heard either of any of their songs ever. No, not true. Triple Q posted a remix called Poolside Identity that was the beat from one of Kendrick Lamar's songs to the fucking music of Chunimbio, I think. And I heard that once because Triple Q fucking rules. That's what I've heard of either. That's my Canadian brother? No one from Toronto is my brother. Drake versus Kendrick beef should be how Kendrick painted a realistic tunnel and Drake drove into it. See, that's funny. I don't get it. All music industry beefs are children throwing sand at each other in a fucking playground. I'm richer. I'm the best. Who gives a fuck? All of you shut up. You're a robot that plays music. Like, either shoot each other or fight. Or shut up. Like if every rap beat ended in a boxing match, I'd be like, oh yeah, that's awesome. No, I put out a diss track and I said his raps were lame. Amazing. Wow. Incredible. Wow. Ooh. Quaking. Did Suge Knight run you over with his car yet? Then I don't care. Professional Witch Burner kicked in 500 bits. Thank you. With how much the Fallout show has popped off, my fiance and I, needing a show to watch together, decided to do the obvious thing, was pull a Wooly by watching The Sopranos. It's a good show so far. Yeah. So I hear. Gabagool. Gabagool. Thank you. All right. I have to feed the dog. I've accidentally gabbed for 2 hours. And NB Usagi kicked in a sub. So, sup, Pat, sending the usual love and well wishes. Also, it was dope to see you and Wooly in the same room again. Hope you guys can hang out more in the future. We're planning on it. That's the plan. The plan is for me to get down there every now and then. When? I don't know. But every now and then. All right. I'll be back. I got to feed the pig dog. He's fat. Got to make him fatter. So I'll see you guys in 10 minutes. And then we'll look at driving shit. Okay, bye-bye.
Let's go. Let's go.
Reload.
All right. How do car? How do car? Let's figure it out. So, how's Pig Dog? He's fat. I love him. All right, so this is going to be 25 random questions about driving to British Columbia. Now, I have not finished my book. I've read half my book, but let's just see how we do for funsies. You can do your own answers. All right, so I'm going to do my browser. Thank you, browser time. Hello. I will do the full test in English. When drivers act aggressively towards you, it's best to... Want emotes so that I won't spoil it? Nobody here lives in BC. Ooh, return the aggression. I'm going to go drive more slowly, but I'll take my right of way. Oh! Is that really in there? Avoid eye contact? Holy shit, really? What, I'm supposed to fucking crawl into a fucking cuck chair on the side of the road, too? Fucking Blanca players out there. Okay. As a driver, I should rarely look in my mirror. Constantly look everywhere. That's right. It's important that you pay attention to outside your central vision. Peripheral vision's good too. This sign means there's a stop sign ahead. Yeah. Oh. Making eye contact with a cyclist around your vehicle is not useful. It's a good means to communicate. So wait, hold on a second. Aggressive drivers, don't look at them. But cyclists who are way worse than any driver ever, look at them in their eyes? It's funny because people are like, oh, drivers are just so horrible because they hate cyclists. It's ridiculous. Like, I hate cyclists as a pedestrian. I have been hit by cyclists roughly 1,000 times more often than I've been hit by cars. Anyway, it's a good means of communication. That's what the test wants me to say. Drivers should not change lanes at an intersection. You should maintain your lane in a smooth fashion. Letting up on the brake just before hitting a large animal that you can't avoid. Ooh. Can stop the car from skidding. Darn. Oh, it lessens the chance of it going through the windshield. I did not know that. Strike the animal at an angle. Huh. Interesting. What signal at an intersection would be treated the same as a stop sign, flashing red light? Bam. This sign means obstruction, keep right or left. Okay. You see ahead of you that a traffic light has been green for a really long time. What do? You should be ready for the stale green light to change. Be prepared to stop if necessary. Don't need to think about that light. It's green. I should be ready for it to change, but I may not. You're approaching an intersection with nothing. Somebody's just stepped off the curb at the intersection. You must let them safely cross. I have not tried out Ultima Zero before. What is that? Don't hit pedestrians. Space margins include being able to quickly move into another lane. Which vehicle does not have enough space to change lanes? Well, I mean, I don't know about C and B. Because I can't see ahead of them. Like, there could be a car right here. And I wouldn't know. I mean, it's obviously B. It has nowhere to go, but still. The beginning of rainfall may cause roads to be very slippery because I peeked at chat. I mean, yeah, I'm looking at chat, but like, I'm going to answer what I feel in my gut. I'm going to go with oil. I'm going to go with B, oil. Bam! So what's funny is that this would never be an issue in British Columbia. I don't know why it would even be here. Because the beginning of rainfall is known as tomorrow. Literally every day tomorrow. Rains a lot out here. It's fucking crazy. Inertia is, this is a physics question. Is the tendency for moving objects to continue moving in a straight line. That's actually inaccurate. It's the tendency of objects at rest to stay at rest and the objects in motion to stay in motion. But I'm going to guess for the purposes of this, it's this. Yeah. Pedestrians with a white cane should be treated with extra care because they're blind. Wait. Don't have to understand their role. They might be uncertain. They might not know what they're doing because of the blindness. So white cane. So I recently learned this. White cane, pure white cane is I'm blind. Fuck. White cane with a little bit of red on it is I'm mostly blind. I got a little bit, but it sucks. What if you're blind and want a sick black cane? Well, I'll give you the white one and just tell you it's a black cane. This area means it is only for buses and carpool. You're stopped for a school bus that has its red lights flashing. When you may proceed. I'm going to just wait for the bus to leave, man. Oh, really? I can leave, but I would just wait. I'm being too cautious. I'm being too good of a driver. Really. Really, I'm actually being better than the test wants me to. When exiting a highway, you should slow down. Before you're in the exit lane. Damn. Darn. Oh, well, Dad taught me wrong then. Before you back up, check your mirrors and do a 360-degree vision test to look for hazards. While backing up, I remember having watching an argument between my dad and my aunt about this. My dad said you didn't need to turn around. You only had to focus on your rear view. My aunt says you had to physically turn your body. But they want these shoulder checks, so you probably do this then. Yeah, there you go. It's easy to miss people in wheelchairs cycling. If I'm at a red light or stopped in traffic, can I look at a text? No, you can't. No, you can't. No, you can't look at your cell phone. Can't do it. Don't do it. The driver of car A should enter the freeway at the speed of traffic. Yeah. It's illegal to exceed the posted speed limit. Oh, this is a trap. This is a trap. This is a trap. Because the fucking book literally says you may never exceed the speed limit. And then on a different chapter, it says, by the way, don't obstruct the flow of traffic even if you have to break the speed limit. And then says, but also never go above the posted speed limit. Anyway, except when you're keeping up with traffic. I literally, in like chapter 4, it tells you to speed up if you are obstructing the flow of traffic, even if you break the speed limit. This is the official fucking book from the government. Does it say that verbatim? Yeah, it does. It absolutely does. I'm not gonna be able to find it. Driving instructor told you the same thing? What? That it's bullshit? Or... You're driving around a curve and start to lose traction. Should you speed up, ease off the accelerator, and reapply when you gain traction, apply brakes, and pump it? Should ease off and put it back on when you get it. Yeah, there we go. What's this cyclist gonna do? I don't know. Go to his fucking shithead social media job and switch to his longboard? He's probably gonna stop. Yeah. Steady yellow means... Stop unless it's unsafe. If it's very slippy, would I drive on the posted speed limit? I can decide to choose a reduced speed that is safe or increase my following distance to avoid skidding. 80% I passed. And I didn't even finish my book. Yay. I'm now prepared to drive cars. So yeah, I'm going to finish this book. And then I'm going to do a couple more practice tests. And then I'm going to go do my driving test. And then I'm going to get a learner. And then I'm going to go take Paige out. And we'll go on those initial D roads in the Rocky Mountains. And I'll be like, Paige, teach me how to drift this shit. Has Paige taken me out practice driving yet? We've made the decision. We've made the decision based on the fact that we have a child and would like to stay married, that Paige will not be helping me learn how to drive. That we will instead have me go to professional driving courses. What do you do when you're about to pass under an 11-foot 8-inch bridge? Wave to the camera. That's what you do. All right. So, let's switch over to... Nice. Let's switch over to... Honky time. Did I plan on playing Stellar Blade? Let's get through FF7 first, shall we? How about that? Stellar Blade will stay. Invitation to the Mad Banquet. Crazy. Do you think I might do more Star Rail streams? Probably not. Oh, hold up a second. What the fuck? What the fuck? Hold on a second. Okay. I did it. I did it. We're doing it. Small honkai beasts. No sound? Oh, that rules. No! Don't close OBS! That's the last thing I wanted you to close. Give me a second. Hold on a sec. You guys got that? Okay. Ultima Zero is a MS-DOS Rouge-like game. Yeah, I'm not going to play that. I'm not playing that. Never. All right. We're back. What, are we back, OBS? There we go. Oh, wow, that's okay. Okay. I see what they're going for. I can, in fact, tell this came out after Bayonetta 2. Well, that's pretty blatant. Is the controller supposed to work? I do have Steam on. Alright, hold up. Controller's off. Let's turn Steam off. Alright. Turn the controller back on. Oh, I did it. What are the buttons? There are no buttons. Got it. This is just Bayonetta. Oh my god, that's so weird. Tap evade. Oh my god, it's just Bayonetta. With terrible controls. Like, why is Square not my attack? Oh, I have a mouse. Look at it. I used SP to cast the ultimate. To cast the ultimate again, you need to accumulate sufficient SP. Okay. I have cast the ultimate once again. Did you see me cast on the ultimate? You know, it's weird. This doesn't feel like what I thought this game looked like. We have to stop it from killing 30 million people. We have to. Is there a particular reason that, you know what, I'm just gonna wait to ask that question. That it is written like this? MiHoYo didn't always have MiHoYo money. See, I thought this was actually, the intro was redone. Ruh-roh. Wow, this is just literally Bayonetta 2's intro. That's so fucking funny. It's the fucking same. Okay. Oh, I can still get hit even though I'm in ultimate slowdown time. This is why people say we already know what would happen if Platinum looks like if they went live service. I see. Take that, you honkai beasts. Yeah, how about that Zenless Zone Zero? Wish I got a beta code. Wait, is that just that Star Rail bitch? Autoplay. Oh, doesn't work. Everything's great, Himeko. This is too long. Send me time. Oh, we have, okay. Can I, oh, maybe. Oh, no, oh, breaking their shields. They do more damage. Shields will attack a lot. No. Controls, please. What the fuck? Can I? No, not keep controller. Weapon card skill. Okay. I did it. I did it. Jump is triangle. Are you for real? Well, that feels a lot better. Feels really, really stiff. Really stiff, like bad. I'm actually very not impressed with the stiffness problem. I disappeared. Yeah, I'm not even gonna bother reading this. I'm gonna be quite blunt. Wait, was that Acheron? Really? Why does the sound do that? Unfortunately, they make you play the worst character at the start. That's a great idea. That's great. I like that they do that. That's smart. Everybody loves it when you do that.
これでだいたい片付いたわね。
Am I gonna get put on a fucking list?
100人力だわ。100人力って、私は超人なんかじゃないのよ。いいえ。
I'm on it. Oh.
くれれば100倍のパワーを手に入れたも同然よ。本当、そんなこと言うのキアナちゃんだけよ。
I did it. Incredible. Oh, of course, L2 plus triangle. Oh, it didn't work. Okay. New skill, Comet. Okay. Right. Okay. All right. How May is doing. What the fuck? I'm out. I'm out. Whoa. I'm out. I'm out. Star Rail and Genshin are crazy. No wonder they're making, because I was sitting here going like, what the fuck is the, hold on. I was sitting here and I was like, what the fuck is the point of Zenless Zone Zero when it's just the same thing as Honkai Third Impact? And now I'm like, oh. Now I know exactly why Zenless Zone Zero exists. Because Zenless Zone Zero is like, hey guys, we're going to make that game, but for realsies. For realsies. Damn. Okay, well then. That was wild. Okay, whoa, crazy. All right, moving on to Wild Frost. This game is also, it's on your telephone, but it's also on Steam. So that's cool. The most important thing is that in 2016, they were the only ones pushing the technology. That is all. I believe that. All right. Let's hit it. Choose my leader. What's Barrage? Front row. Gain 2 shell. And, this guy. Why am I subjecting myself to these? Because it's fun. It's fun to try new things. Yeah. Woos. Battle with the Snowbow Squad. Start each battle, drag your leader to the battlefield. Oh, the cards have like physical 3D space. That's a lot nicer than I would have thought it would be. Foxy's a companion card. Get him on the battlefield too. A scrappy sword to take out Penguin. card counter is reduced by each turn. When they reach 0, a card will attack. Oh! Okay. Enemies always attack first. Huh. You're almost out. Hit the bell, huh? You use a redraw bell at any time. Hitting it will end your turn unless the bell is charged. Gotta protect the leader, huh? Juice him. Wave bell shows the number of turns until the next wave. Oh, I see. Okay. Saying it's a gacha slay the spire? What's the gacha part? You're dead. Oh. You need to defeat the Snow Knight to win the battle. Okay, well. I'd like more cards, please. Thank you. Dead. Okay. Slow him down, please. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay. Hey. This is alright. Yeah, you can't have turns. You're not allowed. You're not allowed to have turns. Hell, oh, okay. I actually really like the animations on the cards themselves. The way that the card flips and floops around. I bet this is actually way better on the phone. Where's my phone? It's in my hand? I don't know what that... I don't know where my phone is. Paige probably does have it, yeah. The wild frost. Snow began to fall and the temperature dropped. We knew it was like storm like no other. As the months went on, the snow lingered and the cold grew harsher. There was no escaping the wild frost as it spread like a wildfire of snow and also ice. Many believed the storm had an unnatural source. Brave adventurers set out to the wilderness, determined to put an end to it. I, too, decided to take the challenge, but like those who came before me, I was unable to penetrate the heart of the storm. Anybody who's reading this, use the knowledge within these pages to go forth and bring the sun back. Okie dokie. That's tough. That's a lot. That's a lot. Frozen Traveler. New companion, huh? Definitely you. Treasure, huh? Ooh. Okay. Oh no! Can you guys give me a second?
Let's go. Let's go.
Okay, so I cleaned it. I cleaned it up. I cleaned it up. My driving book got a little monstery. But I don't think it's oh. No. Oh, no. I can't go back to the place and get another book. They'll laugh at me. Let's see. Right click on the Uba. Snow. Okay. Place wall up in the other row, huh? Okay. Okay. Drag wall up in front of your leader to protect them. Really? Huh. Huh, that's actually fairly interesting. Oh, but they go like that. Okay. Porcupine has barrage. You know what? That's probably a really cool game. It's probably a really cool game. All right, now let's get back to undulating. Return to Goon. What the fuck? There's like a lady on a horse? Why horsewoman? Oh, my mistake. I forgot. I have to play this. I have to play this in goddamn windowed mode. Oh, my mistake. Hold on while I have a fucking... There you go. Don't remind me, please. I should have full screen now? It doesn't look like it. Doesn't look like I have it. Why do these take so long, dude? My internet's so much faster than this. I guess I'll watch this anime music video. Oh, it's terrible! Oh, it's awful! Oh, I'm ascending once more? Oh, thank you. One moment. Oh, I guess we lost the exposure. Oh, sorry, my mistake. Oh, there we go. This is awful. Terrible. Genuinely. Oh, it's just gonna do it again. All right. So what's up with y'all, huh? Huh? What's going on? Hey, local sector wizard. So we're gonna just let that go on the background. Local sector wizard sub, pissing by yourself, all handsome. Thanks for the years of laughs and joy. You're quite welcome. You ever just feel like pissing all over your feet just to see how warm it'll be? Me either. Dr. Dinkus kicked in a sub. God, I hope I'm not on the fucking screen. God, I hope I'm not on the fucking screen. At the house. Dr. Dinkus kicked in a sub. Thanks, Dr. Dinkus. Hey, how ironic. I'm taking a driving test tomorrow, but for driving big dumb trucks. Oh, did I not read this? I feel like I did. But thank you regardless. My cousin Vinny sub. Thanks, cousin Vinny. Robot-tastic kicked in a sub. Says, hey, Pat, wishing you good luck with getting your license. Remember, stop signs and red lights are just a suggestion. And yellow means go faster. I think it's goofy how... it's very goofy how the things that I'm reading in this book don't mix well with the behavior I have seen with most of the drivers in my life. Like, my dad has never stopped a full stop at a stop sign as long as he has lived. He does what he calls a rolling stop, which is just as good. California stop? No, Nikkei's not over. In fact, the problem is that Nikkei has not begun. Nikkei is currently stuck. We're getting there, though. Oh, we're almost there, actually. What? Really? That's so fucking awkward!
Goddess of victory, Nikkei.
What the fuck? Yawn. Ugh. The boredom is killing me. Has anyone ever died of boredom? Don't know. Hold on, can I get auto on this? This rate. Oh, can I be the first? No way. I claimed it first. Come on, not fair. Well, life's not fair. Don't make me hurt you. I'd like to see you try. Sigh. Haven't we already been through this before? Bitches, please. A suspect individual detected. Should we capture them or shoot on sight? Fire away. Blast them for ignoring their own squad. Whoa, for a second you looked like Ingrid. Why did I get trapped in this cutscene the instant I started the game? What's up? What do you think? Because I haven't played in 2 weeks? Really? Seriously? This is the guilt trip return cutscene? Are you fucking serious? Are you serious? Judging by your tone, I'd say not good. Put it mildly, we're not doing so hot. Considering the fact that our commander went up and disappeared on us, how could we be in a good mood? Annis missed you so much, so did you. What about Rappy? Ask her yourself. She's been sitting back there watching us for a while now. Commander, Rappy, where have you been all of this? No, never mind. I'm just happy you came back safe and also sound. Quite a bit of paperwork has piled up in your absence. I'll get it prepared for you. You can come pick it up later. Brushes past me. She seems mad. I dare say you're the only person in this room who isn't upset, Commander. Anyway, nice to have you back, Commander. Wasn't the same without you. Glad to be back. Just in time, too. We ran out of soda. Do you mind going out and buying some soda? Welcome back, login. How am I getting the welcome back login? I played it once. Welcome back, pass? Reward. Okay. Obtain awesome rewards. What is this button? Notice. New costume. Is this the one that turns off her Ugu piss pants? Which one cuts off the piss pants Ugus? I have to click on these because they have the little things on it. I can't not, it needs to go away. Oh, there we go. That's fine, I don't care. Stop. I don't care. Settings. Oh. I did it. I did it. Let's see if it works now. It does! Alright. What about controls? There's a controller there. Okay, so it says controls, but do I use a controller? It shows a controller. No pad, but it shows it. Look, it shows it. It shows it right there. Don't you see it? It's a lie, damn it. It's a trick. Alright, well, we're here. Okay. I have friends. Friends use socials. How do I already have friends? Get out of my face. Okay. Messages. Commander. Sure. Realization I haven't introduced myself. My name's Rappy. Look forward to looking. Okay, yeah. Likewise. Okay. Can I ask? Yeah, go ahead. Why'd you hesitate when you disposed? Anyone who's in that situation would hesitate. She had a cute hat. A situation where the girl had a cute hat. Usually people don't hesitate. Well, again, cute hat. Quite usual for a Nikkei to use. They're like, well, it's not usual for me. Really? I see. Sorry for bringing up offensive question. How about you? What was going through your mind? Nothing? No, I'm sad. Did you? Was you sad? Yeah? Okay, enjoy being on... What is this? Bond? What? Upsetting. I don't like this bitch. How do you feel about us fighting? I don't like you. That's so? I think our coordination will get better. We're all will either win our battles or die. Anyway, two of us together. Then what do you think of me? Yeah, I gotta shave my neck beard. Yeah, it's getting bad. What? Me in my opinion? Well, get this shit out of here. I have an opinion. Doesn't matter if we're in sync or get along. Anyway, one of us might die. No one will die. Hope so. There's nothing I can hope for to better survive plan together. Good luck. Okay. Welcome back. Okay, welcome back, pass. Thank you for the common reward. I'm claiming it. Okay, I did it. What the fuck is this? Obtain midnight strawberries. What the fuck is that? Oh, is the game too loud? There you go, how's that? Okay, well, here we go. I claimed a strawberry. Anniversary? What the fuck is this? I claimed a fucking whatever that is. Bro, this currency shit is out of control. This is like super out of control. Okay. So this is the shit that I pulled and everyone said was trash. View mode.
The blue sky is torn asunder, and the monster of iron finds us. These lyrics aren't sticking very well.
Oh, that's cute. You know, it's funny. I was actually kind of excited to dive back into this. And like this fucking experience of like hopping in and just being blasted with an infinite amount of bullshit is kind of killing it for me. Also, what is a Nikkeipedia? Let's click the story button. There isn't a story button. Free.
Leave it to me.
Okay. Wow. How do I get out of this menu? I actually don't know how to get out of this menu. Okay, there we go. Arc? What the fuck is this?
Shifty. Marion.
Well, it's something.
What's going on? That corruption
corruption code implanted into Marion's brain must be acting as a navigator. It guides Nikes to the blacksmith's location. That way, they're having their food delivered straight to their doorstep.
But she was acting completely normal before she went haywire.
That's probably because of the commander. And Nike's highest priority is protecting their commander and obeying any orders given. I'm willing to bet the problem started once she met the commander. That's when her priorities were shifted out of order. She was completely defenseless when in close proximity to the blacksmith. That means the corruption was quite severe.
When did it start?
What?
When was she first corrupted?
During the operation, I suppose. Ah, yes.
You said she was the one that sabotaged the transport ship, right? She must have already been corrupted at that point. And that transport ship came from the Ark.
Are the Aegis barriers broken?
No. The Aegis barriers are strong. They'd pick up any corruption in an instant.
Rappy, what are you trying to say?
I don't know.
Well,
I don't know. What?
That concludes my report.
Whoa!
You mean they took down a blacksmith? A novice commander with 3 Nikes, all in a single day.
Yes.
Whoa!
However, one Nike was destroyed during the operation.
If I didn't know any better, I'd say you're starting to develop a sense of humor, Shifty.
Should I forward the combat data to you?
No, that won't be necessary. I would, however, like to meet this commander. Make an appointment for this afternoon, will you?
I'll inform them.
You do that.
Anything else?
Ah, yes.
Why? Just leave me alone.
Have the other Nikes who took part in the operation
Back
come
off.
along as well. Ensure that they're armed.
Just kept
which
getting closer.
crew is calling us in?
Okay, you coming with me, bitches?
Aw, man, not this again.
What?
So few of you, and yet you managed to take down a blacksmith. Simply astonishing. Keep fighting the good fight, my loyal and most subservient of all government lapdogs. It's always the same old routine.
Well, we did perform exceptionally well during this last mission.
Let's get this over with. The sooner we go, the sooner we can leave.
They asked you to have guns, which you have on your person right now.
Really? What an odd request.
Go to the Ark. So wait, if that's the Ark, then what the fuck is the campaign? Oh, okay. Well, that kind of answered that. Wait, I have another welcome back? I did it!
Huh?
Oh.
So nice to meet you all. I'm Anderson, Deputy Chief of the Central Government Command. We can dispense with the formalities. Address me however you wish. Like nails on a chalkboard. Anderson will do just fine. I called you in today because I wanted to conduct a little test. Nothing
No
too
problem,
difficult.
Daddy Anderson.
You can relax. From here, go straight to the simulation room. There will be someone there to fill you in. That is all.
I'd like you to fill me in, sir.
You called us here just for that?
Anise,
What? I'm just asking.
I simply wanted to meet you in person. No other reason. I believe we're done here.
Can I ask you a question? Why aren't you undulating like the women?
I suppose I have time to answer one question.
Like, look how she's moving,
Just
and look how he's moving. Marion was corrupted while she was in the Ark. Do you know anything about that?
Commander, this is not the place to be asking such questions.
Marion? Doesn't ring a bell. Oh yes, the other Nikke who fought with you, right? I heard she was destroyed. I'm terribly sorry, but I'm afraid I have nothing for you. We're conducting an investigation into the operation as we speak. The only thing we are certain of is that the Aegis barriers are impenetrable. Now, if you don't mind, I have other business to...
Ah, hit the wrong button. I'm so sorry.
Hey, you. Let's say someone did corrupt one of your Nikkes. Maliciously.
Yeah.
Let's say they were so powerful that you wouldn't stand a chance against them. Tell me, what would you do?
I'd ask him why, bro.
Well, there must be a reason. This sounds like if there's reasonable cause for what's been done, you'll just accept it. Well, I'm not blaming you. I'm just curious what you'll say. You may leave now. I'm sure we'll meet again.
Wizard of Diamond says professional streamer. Listen, I'm sorry I can't be popular enough to have a blood wall and a fucking alarm rat.
I'm Ingrid, your coach for today. Welcome to the simulation room.
You're cool looking.
This is where I'll be putting your combat skills to the test.
Commander, what is this all about?
Having our combat skills tested after a mission? I've never heard of such a thing. They usually do this sort of thing beforehand.
And isn't that the CEO of Elysian? What is she doing here?
This is a hobby of hers.
No chit-chat when I'm talking.
What the fuck?
Next, you will face a battle simulation in the simulation room. I can tell you, you'd better not be lax and think that it's just a simulation. The simulation room is the Ark's pride and joy. You can experience combat in reality here. Not only can it simulate all kinds of real battle scenarios, but you can also fight against virtual raptures.
Wow.
Tactics will be essential to handle these various situations in battle. So, go and complete the test tactically. That is all.
I have a question.
Can we just skip the plot?
No
No, it's
questions
very
allowed.
important, Judacious. It's very important. It's important.
Before we begin the training,
It's very
I need to know your
important.
squad name. Tell me your squad name.
Counters?
Name confirmed. Then, squad. Looking forward to your superb combat
Wait, why didn't
skills.
she say it? Begin simulation. I just hit it!
Shall we begin?
You have 3 different options. Okay. Sure. Okay.
You aren't trying to pick a fight with me, are you?
Okay.
You're
What?
kidding, right?
Auto.
Are we going to play?
I did it.
Wake me up when the battle is over.
I have over 1,000 power. Okay.
That was very impressive.
Chain
All right,
type.
It's my turn.
Chain type buff. Chain type. What the fuck? Random situations. Your Nikkes were badly injured. They were? What battle? In the Yuki. Restore them.
Good job on
How?
making it
What?
this far.
They're better now? Epic. God! Why? Why is it like this? God! Try clearing it with my combat skills? Oh, okay. Fuck.
Ugh, you idiot!
How do I switch my character again? Can't even remember. Oh, it's these.
This is gonna be a big one.
Can't switch them. Can't. Oh, the keyboard's off.
All done.
Da capo.
All right.